Here I am with Jessica White. One of us has never paid for a drink in that person's whole life. The other person has to work hard just to meet people like this. Jessica, now at 16, you were on your own in Paris, right?
Yes.
Were you well behaved?
I was definitely well behaved.
There's a lie detector on this camera, Jessica.
No, I was. You are hilarious. No, I was. I didn't start behaving badly until I was 19.
Oh, like those Catholic schoolgirls. They hold it in and then once they let loose, forget about it.
Not necessarily. I think it was always inside of me. I just, I needed to become an appropriate age.
A legal age. Okay, yeah. I understand. So a late bloomer troublemaker. Now the modeling thing, what was that like when most girls are going through like getting your braces off and things, and all of a sudden, you're being shot by the biggest people in the world?
Well, I actually started when I was 14. My first job was American Vogue, and the weirdest thing about the fact that I became successful from week number 2 of me modeling.
There's nothing weird. Have you looked in the mirror lately? But go on. Okay, week number 2.
No. It was weird because around that age, you're starting to develop who you are as an individual. You're going through puberty, like you said. So you're really having identity crisis in your life. So to be in the world of fashion, which represents beauty and just being confident, it was a bit difficult for me. But it actually helped my self-esteem. Constantly hearing that you were beautiful, even while going through puberty and growing up and being flat-chested and then all of a sudden becoming a woman, it actually helped my self-esteem.
Well, I guess for an ordinary girl, being 14 and very tall, which I assume you were,
yes.
In junior high and high school, they're like, oh, look at the tall girl. Meanwhile, you're hitting runways, and they're like, oh, look at Goddess over there.
Right, well, see, that was the beautiful part about it, because I would go back to Buffalo, and I was odd. I was tall, and I was really considered the ugly duckling. And then to have Anna Wintour say you're beautiful, and I want you in the pages of Vogue, well, that changes things.
See everybody who made fun of her and said ugly duckling? Are you kidding? Look at them now. Given that you hear how beautiful you are every day, what's the best compliment you've ever had?
My passion. Me being a very passionate woman. I've been through a lot in my life, and I had to raise myself, and I've overcome a lot. So I think being vulnerable and being able to be comfortable with the things that I'm not and improving the things that I am. And just being passionate about life and people and my charity, I think that.
Tell me the charity. Tell me any charity. I'll make on that.
My charity is the Angel Wings Foundation. I started it myself, and it's for young girls and women who have been sexually abused.
Okay.
That's something that I can relate to because I was a victim of sexual abuse when I was very young. And I believe it happened for a reason. I set out to be a humanitarian figure, and we may not be able to minimize sexual abuse in America or around the world, but what we can do is create a facility for young girls and women to be able to grow and be empowered and say, yes, I was a victim, but this doesn't have to
identify me.
I don't have to be identified with this for the rest of my life.
Most girls just go, I'm going to marry a rich guy, being beautiful, and you're changing the world.
Well, I'm rich myself, so I don't need a rich man. I just need a man to love me.
Forget it, guys. There's no hope. Don't bring the boats and the yachts and the planes.
Yeah, no, that doesn't work for me. I'm sorry.
Wow, I am really impressed.
You know what? When I started, I went into IMG and I said, well, I want to be in Vogue. I want to do Sports Illustrated. I want a cover girl contract, and I want to do Victoria's Secret. 2 weeks later, I was working for Vogue. A year later, I had a cover girl contract. And when I turned 18, I did Sports Illustrated, and I started doing Victoria's Secret when I was 17. And then after the CoverGirl contract ended, everybody said, you'll never get another beauty contract. And I worked really hard. And then 6 years later, I got Maybelline, and now I'm the face of Maybelline Cosmetics. And that's never happened before. I am the first African-American woman to do that.
You were the first for a lot. Wasn't there a 5-time or 6-time thing you did? First African-American for something?
Yeah, 8 years for Sports Illustrated. They've never had a consistent African-American in the issue.
Silly me, I made it 6 years. 8 years. All those people say no for...
This year is number 9, so I'm hoping for the cover.
You got my vote. I'll place you, I'll Photoshop you on all the covers in New York, don't worry. Well, one last thing. You've been recognized, all that stuff. Any rumors you ever heard about yourself?
Oh my God, a lot.
I'll share them.
The bitch rumor. I'm not a bitch. A lot of people say I'm really mysterious. I even heard that I was evil or a devil worshiper or something like that. But I'm one of the biggest Christians in the world, to be honest with you. I'm a very spiritual individual.
I was wondering what that dead chicken in the bathroom was for, but we'll talk about that off camera.
I think it's because I have a lot of like snakes and skulls tattooed on my body. I don't know. People think I'm weird. And you know, a lot of the rumors that I've dated a lot of people, I haven't dated half of the people that they say I've dated.
Well, you know there's going to be a rumor right after this that I start. But anyway, that's a whole nother story.
Hey guys, I'm Jessica White. I'm the Victoria's Secret Sports Illustrated model, and you are watching Chance TV.
She's the best, and she has a charity.
Angel Wings Foundation, support it.
See that? She's not just beautiful, but beautiful on the inside. Chance TV, we're out.